Hey, what's up with the YouTube? Hope everyone's doing good, feeling blessed. In today's video, I want to talk about fuel cards, but real quick, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment if this video is helpful in any way. Okay, let's get right into it. I want to talk about the fuel cards that I use personally in my hotshot business. And the first one is the RTS card. This card is badass. I really like it. It works at every fuel station just about, besides, I gotta say, the Pacific Prides. I never tried it there, and that's because I have a Pacific Pride card. I don't really like feeling that Pacific Pride, but it is one of those places that they are everywhere, nationwide, and it is helpful at times when there's no other truck stop around, and they happen to be in all those places that you least think of. So that's what's cool about Pacific Pride fuel stops. I don't like them though, personally, but it is what it is. Doesn't matter what I like or don't like. It's what's convenient out here. But back to this RTS card. It's powered by Fleet One. Really good card. Again, I get a real good discount with this card at anything that's Pilot, Flying J's partner. So, like, you know, the 19s acknowledge it, and you know, we get that discount, 20 cents. I mean, add that up, guys, to, you know, when you're filling up hundreds of gallons at a time, it adds up, you know. So I know it's just a little bit of savings, but and little savings do add up with time, especially when you're going all the time and filling up all the time. It's very helpful. On top of that, like, when you go to this, like, outside of Flying J's or Pilot, they have the 19s. I mean, they giving out discounts on top of that, so you know, you could potentially be saving 50 cents with the 30-cent discount that they have from the Pilot across the street. You know, it's funny that they set up shop across the street from the big fuel station. It's all the same though. You know, they do hook it up. So I really like that card, and that RTS card also works really good at the Loves and the Mavericks and all these other places. Also, like at the Roadies or Space Age. So it's a really good card. Comes in handy. And then my second card that I have is this Petrol card, and this card is really good for those CFN stops, Chevron or anything that's Fuel Man. They don't give me any discounts on that card, but I don't use that card very much. But that card does come in handy when I'm up in Canada, because a lot of the fuel stops up there are CFN or Chevron, and it comes in handy. Again, I try not to fill up in Canada, but there's times when I go up north and you have no choice but to fuel up there. So that card's it's very good. It's kind of annoying though, because it's again, it's only like good for certain fuel stops. Like, I know that my Pilot, at Pilot, they don't accept it. Loves doesn't accept it, even though it says Fuel Man on there. It doesn't work, but it does come in handy. Also, that card is really helpful to me when I'm in Northern California. I fuel up at this casino called the Rolling Hills right off the I-5 in Corning. That card works there, and usually they got better prices than all those truck stops right there in that area in Corning, or even Northern California, like Redding. You'll have a TA up there. You also got a TA and a Loves and Redding. I mean, in Corning. I apologize. And I stay at that Rolling Hills casino. They got better food inside the casino at the restaurant, and also the fuel prices at that Tribal gas station are way better. They beat the prices all around there. So that's when that card really helps me. But I don't like using it in Canada. just feels more expensive up there. And plus Canada goes by the liters, which is really annoying because it's hard to calculate all that stuff. But yeah, and then not but not least, I said that wrong, but bam, this petrol card. It's also a fuel man, but it's more than anything, it's a Pacific Pride card. And like I was saying earlier in this video, I don't like Pacific Pride, but again, it's one of those fuel stations that comes in handy when it comes to buying fuel in these places where you least think of having a truck stop or, you know, fuel stop. And I know that I'm in a hot shot, but at times the last thing you want to do is go into a little gas station to get fuel, because first of all, they only give you so many gallons for each purchase, and most of the time we don't fit in there. So I try to avoid that as much as I can. But also, it's just dangerous, you know. It's tight in some of these spots, and yeah, it's just better to stay away from the little truck stops. I mean, not truck stops, but the little mom and pop gas stations, like just a regular Shell or Chevron. Yeah, and another card I use, I don't use it anymore, but it's the WEX fuel card. And that WEX fuel card is really good card. I mean, that thing works everywhere. I never got no discounts with it, but they did say that they would give you a discount if you spent a certain amount every time. But I never reached that point, excuse me, with that WEX fuel card. But it's a really good card. And one thing I'm gonna say about that card real fast is, it used to be a no PG card, which no PG means not personally guaranteed, but I do know now that they do run your credit report to approve you. But it's a really good card. And back to these cards right here, they're all like, whatever you spend on them, you know, it just depends which one it is. They could be either like net 30s, net 10s. So just be aware of that, guys. And these are the fuel cards I use in my fleet to fuel up my truck. And they're good for the most part. It's always good to have a little mixture, you know. But for if you're just looking specifically for one, if I had to choose, the RTS or the WEX would be really good. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment on there and let me know if you guys have other fuel cards that are really good. You guys have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you.